get back there anyway.
Listen, you going down there alone?
Just me and this brave horse. If I want of anything else.
This is Joseph Paradine, Confederate cavalry, as he heads down toward a small town in the middle of a valley. But very shortly, Joseph Paradine will make contact with the enemy. He will also make contact with an outpost not found on a military map, an outpost called the Twilight Zone.
If I read aloud from this book, it'll be the Confederacy that's dead.
It's that book or it's the end.
Then let it be the end. If it must come, let it come. If this cause is to be buried, let it be put in hallowed ground. Let it be put in hallowed ground.
On the following morning, Sergeant Paradine and the rest of these men were moved up north to a little town in Pennsylvania, an obscure little place where a battle was brewing, a town called Gettysburg. And this one was fought without the help of the devil. Small historical note not to be found in any known books, but part of the records in the Twilight Zone.
Rod Serling, creator of The Twilight Zone, will tell you about next week's story after this message. And now, Mr. Serling.
Next week on The Twilight Zone, we once again borrow the talents of Mr. Charles Beaumont, who's written a script especially for us called The Jungle. Now, this is designed for the reasonably impressionable amongst you who find nothing to laugh about when somebody mentions the words black magic. Mr. John Daner stars in another small excursion into the darker regions of the imagination. Next week, The Jungle.
This is James Arness. You know, it's only a short hop from the Twilight Zone to Dodge City and Gunsmoke. Saturday nights over most of these stations.
Don't open the door.
The carcass of a goat, a dead finger, a few bits of broken glass and stone, and Mr. Alan Richards, a modern man of a modern age, hating with all his heart something in which he cannot believe, and preparing, although he doesn't know it, to take the longest walk of his life, right down to the center of the Twilight Zone. Some superstitions kept alive by the long night of ignorance have their own special power. You'll hear of it through a jungle grapevine in a remote corner of the Twilight Zone.
Rod Serling, creator of The Twilight Zone, will tell you about next week's story after this message. And now, Mr. Serling.
Next week on The Twilight Zone, we bring to the television cameras a most unique gentleman whose own very special brand of clownship has long ago become a milestone in American humor. Mr. Buster Keaton appears in Once Upon a Time, a script written especially for him by Richard Matheson. This one is wild, woolly, and most unpredictable. On The Twilight Zone next week, Mr. Buster Keaton in Once Upon a Time.